fly first class with me. Yes, I'm a backpacker, and this is going to be my first ever first class flight. I'm flying with Doha, Qatar Air, and you'll never believe what price I got the flight for. So let's go. So before I could even get to Qatar's legendary first class, I actually had to book business class from Amman to Doha first. I mean, because I always travel in economy class and often with low-cost airlines, this was nice. And from the moment I stepped on board, the service was on point. Struggling to open my goodie bag. How do influencers do this? And if this is just business class, what on earth is waiting for me in first? But I first needed to catch up on some sleep before the big event. So the thing about Doha, we are in Doha right now. This is Amman International Airport, and this is often voted as the best airport in the world. And the thing about flying first class with Qatar Air, it's not just about the flying experience. It's also about using what is usually voted as the best lounge in the best airport in the world. So you want to make sure that you have a good enough layover, at least a few hours, to make the most of what the lounge has to offer. So we're gonna go look for it right now. I don't know where it is, so we're gonna go ask around and use it for the next couple of hours. As you can see here, I could use some sleep. They also have beds available, so we're gonna do that, see how it goes. I have to look for the lounge, but first I'm directed to this dedicated first class security check. And let me tell you, this was one of the first moments where it really hit me. Okay, this is different. No lines, no chaos, no stress, just calmly going through x-rays and security. And now it's time to find the lounge. And this airport has plenty of those. Now you want to make sure that you find the first class lounge and not a business lounge. They're very strict, and even trying to pay it to get in doesn't mean that you will actually get to use it. This is all about status. And look at this amazing bathroom, a game room, a museum, artifacts from Qatar. And I'm here trying to see if I can score a bed for a few hours. Let's see if I get lucky. So there's a spot in a quiet room, but here's the thing, and you can actually reserve a bed for up to 4 to 6 hours. However, and here's the thing, you need to show up early in order to make sure that you get a bed. I just checked. It's currently almost 4 in the morning, and the next available bed will be at 7 a.m., which basically means that I missed out. However, there are plenty of other places to hang out with, and I'm just not going to get access to a bed. Okay, so walking into the Al Safwa first class lounge is like walking into a modern art museum mixed with a 5-star hotel. It's massive, it's quiet, and everything feels very, very intentional. Okay, let's talk about the perks, because this isn't your regular lounge. We've got a la carte dining, as in a sit-down restaurant style, meals with waiters, fancy menus, the whole vibe. Then there's private rooms, which are not available now. As you can see, there's a spa. Again, get here early, learn from my mistakes. Obviously, my layover time wasn't ideal. If none of that is available, you still have the business center, quiet zones, a prayer zone, even a water feature right in the middle of the lounge. It's honestly kind of surreal. Jet flight's boarding already. I slept some, have not eaten anything, but it's fine. I'll just stuff my face on the flight and watch a shit ton of movies. And oh my god, look, I've been traveling for almost 20 years. Oh, I cannot believe I'm finally doing first class, and I'm doing it on points too, so. Even if I didn't have the lounge access, there's plenty to do in one of the best airports in the world, Amman International Airport, because this airport is at another level. It's sleek, it's clean, and it kind of feels like walking through a high-end mall crossed with a luxury hotel. We've got art installations, and there's designer stores, quiet zones, indoor gardens. It's more like a destination than just a wave. And then, oh my god, we are off to Hong Kong, baby, a city I've visited countless of times. I lived in Guangzhou, China for 7 years, which is less than 2 hours away by train from Hong Kong. But now this is where the luxury begins. A shuttle bus to the plane. And not just any shuttle bus. Have you ever seen anything like this? I'm so used to being herded like cattle from the airport terminal to the plane. This is insane. Anyone with it? 8 seats in first class, and only 3 people, myself included, are the flight's not full. I'm overwhelmed. So much space, buttons, places to play with, devices, nooks. I don't even know where to start. This is insane. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna go through all the goodie bags. I don't know why I'm always struggling to open the goodie bags. This does not look anywhere near as fancy as other influencers make it to be. Content creator, by the way. I'm not an influencer. Okay. I didn't take a video of it, but they also gave me the special edition Ferrari something pajamas, which were a big deal apparently. And they knew my size right away. They just looked at me and they knew my size. Okay, dates, fresh juice, couple more goodies. Definitely keeping these.
More flights like these to the first of many to come. Cheers.
Okay, now this is the part I'm excited about. Okay, let's see. What am I having? Thinking about the soup. And then I don't eat much red meat, but I could definitely be tempted by some wagyu. Ooh, cheese board. And then, ooh, marzipan ice cream. I've never had that before. Baked goods. Okay, snacks for later on. And I'm not big into alcohol, so I think I'll have a normal cocktail. I like cocktails, but I prefer everything. And of course, if you do like alcohol, then they have plenty of, this is harder than it looks. Okay, they have plenty of wine, and well, they can make cocktails for you too. This is cool. And in the meantime, I just gotta wait for a bit before they serve my meal. Oh my god, I could get used to this.
My crabs are peeled beans in my urgently need to take a nap. Seriously.
Okay, after dying from cramps, the flight attendants were so nice. It actually gave me painkillers, which I didn't bring any of. Okay, so now it's time for bread, butter, some meat. I forgot what this was. The soup that I previously ordered, and then the good old wagyu beef that I asked for as well. While watching Pursuit of Happiness, because why not? It's a classic. And then the marzipan ice cream. It was all I wanted and more. And then later, about an hour and a half later, I got a little sandwich, a salmon sandwich. And now I'm super curious. Let me know in the comments below. Do you watch movies while you're in a flight? Or are you the kind of person who just obsesses over maps? Here we are, Hong Kong for the first time in 12 years. Can you believe it? I cannot wait to show you around.
Hello, so we're here in Hong Kong. So, what's the verdict? That flight cost around $6,000. I know because I looked it up, from Amman via Doha all the way to Hong Kong. I paid 119 plus 50,000 in points, which is an extremely good redemption value. Basically, almost, I did the math, or like basically ChatGPT did the math for me. And it was like, I think 10 or 11 cents per dollar instead of the typical 1 or 2 that everybody else uses. How did I manage this? So, American Airlines Advantage has a credit card that's only $99 per year. Credit score needed is around 650, and all you need to spend is basically $1. $1, and I got, okay, where do I have to go? There was an offer happening, so I got 70,000 points. It's normally 60, but here's the loophole. If you're flying through Doha, that's where you can get flights. Economy flights for 25,000 points. If you're going from Africa, Europe, Asia, vice versa. If not, you can get first class flights one way for 50,000 points. Incredible value, and I highly recommend you do this at some point. If you got any good questions, you know where to find me, and follow along for more travel tips and stories from places like China, Iraq, Namibia, Ivory Coast. You know, I'll see you soon.